Hi guys, here is a summary of the requisite documents we are supposed to submit to M.O.H as part of the requirements before we start our internship. For the 5 documents listed on this small paper, you should do the following. Number 1, you scan the originals and save them in JPEG format, not PDF. And then, once you've saved them, you will email them to M.O.H through an email address that will be provided to us when the posting letters arrive. After scanning them, you photocopy the originals. Now, the photocopies of the originals will be submitted in hard copy in person to M.O.H. Okay, that's it. You scan in JPEG and then submit the photocopies in hard copy. Now, here we have a cocktail of documents that you're supposed to download, print, fill, and there are some which need to be signed and stamped, and then you submit to M.O.H. We'll start with the Secrets Act. This one binds you to secrecy when discharging your duties. You will sign here, and then it will be witnessed by a lawyer. So the lawyer will sign and stamp it for you. That's all about the Secrets Act. It is not free, so the lawyer will charge you depending on whatever you guys agree. I think around 500 there. Then after that, we move to the medical examination form. This is the GP69 form. In this one, you're supposed to be assessed so that they can say whether you're fit to work as a medical intern or not. And this one has to be filled by a qualified medical officer from a public hospital only, Hospitalia Gava. Yes. So part 1, it has 3 parts. So part 1 is to be filled by the Ministry of Health. So you leave it blank. It will be signed by the Ministry of Health. And then part 2, now this is where it's supposed to be filled by a medical officer from a public facility and stamped. So this part 2, in KNH it is around 3K. In Mbagathi, where I went, it is like 700. But kama unajuana na mtu, you know what I'm saying? You can get the stamp for free. So talk to those connections you have. And then I'm just covering that because of my personal details. And then there's a part 3. This is part 3. It is to be filled by the candidate. This is for you to fill on your own. Higher. Then we move to the GP7 form. This is the most important form because it is where you write the details where your money will be paid to. So you write to your bank. This is a letter to your employer where they will pay. So hapa unaandika your address, your PO box. And then who are you addressing to? Your employer, who is the Ministry of Health. So you address it to the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Health. And then you're sending it through payment of salaries. And then here you say which bank you want them to pay at a certain branch, account number written there. So they will pay to your account. The acknowledgement of the said bank branch shall be your full and sufficient discharge. And then this authority cancels any other authority given to me prior, blah, blah, blah. So you can see the document inasema, I, the undersigned, do hereby request you to pay, blah, blah, blah. So the undersigned is you. You will sign here. On a certain day, you sign and your rank is M.O. intern. And then make sure your bank stamps it. And then to this paper, you will attach a photocopy of your banker's card. Done. This is very simple. GP25 form, it's your next of kin. You write your next of kins there. Then this is the IPPD form, the personal particulars form. You'll just write your details there. Then NHIF number, NSSF number. And then to this form, as you're submitting it, you attach a photocopy of the NHIF card and a photocopy of the NSSF card. But for those of you who have just applied and you do not have an NHIF card, you attach a photocopy of the waiting card you have been given. Then finally, this one is the application for employment form. It has sections. Here where I have covered, I've written my own personal things. So personal details of the applicant, you can fill that. And then here you wait for your posting letter to fill these details, where you've been employed, the employment number, terms of service, whether it is contract or permanent. And then here you write about your education, venye umesoma. And then finally, you will have to fill your referees. Yes, you'll have to fill your referees. So this is just a summary of what you send to M.O.H. About applying for the license. On the application form of the license, whatever you send to KMPDC is indicated in that form. So all the best. So remember, you have to go to your bank, you have to go to the lawyer, and then you have to go to a public hospital to get those forms signed for you. All the best, colleagues. Bye-bye.